Yes, guys, welcome to SFeatleyTV, and we're bringing a breaking news stream because it is breaking news today that Mikel Arteta has officially signed a new deal with Arsenal, a new 3-year deal. We are fucked. We are fucked with a capital F. We are literally giving this guy a contract because he confirmed that we finished top 6. So he confirmed he got back in Europe. So they're basically saying if we finish 5th or 6th, right, that's still good enough. That's still good enough for a start, right? Because he got knocked out in the first. He was knocked out first of all. He knocked us out of Europe in the first place. So 5th and 6th is good enough to get us back in Europe. Europa League's good enough for Arsenal Football Club. Shows the ambition in it, don't it? Really, right? This is ambition that they're saying that we want with Arteta, though it's ambition coming from the owners, which everyone wants out of the club. So you want the owners out, but you want them to back Arteta. Stupid, right? But yeah, we've not even made top 4. Oh, if he was given his contract when he finished 4th, then fine, right? I can see why. But basically to say you 5th and 6th is good enough to finish. That's fucking not good enough for this club. And it shows the level of ambition of this club. We don't want anything less than fucking Europe. That is it. Don't want anything more, right? And it shows a lot when you've got people coming in this chat right now, rival fans, and rival fans laugh it up. Rival fans are laughing because they know we ain't going to compete. We're going to get absolutely smashed in the Champions League for a start. You watch next season, it's going to be Ollie. It's going to be Ollie number 2. Ollie gets a new deal. Turns the next season, absolute dodge trash, gets sacked. Arteta's going to get exactly the same, but we're going to back him until the end, until we get to oblivion. But anyway, I'm going to bring in my co-host Sait in the building. How you doing? Oh, hang on. The mic's not working. You can barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, good. How you doing, man?
I was doing all right. I actually said on the, I actually put a super chat in Lee Gunner's chat. Actually, big up to Lee Gunner. I actually put in the chat. They said, "I
Oh, you're
just
balling now.
no, oh no." I just started. I just avoided getting staying overnight in hospital last night. Now I get this news. It's like they're trying to put us back in there. What the fuck? No, seriously, they were worried about whether my heart was going to conk out for the potassium level. No, my heart's going to conk out because the fact that Arteta's on a new deal. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, go on. Before I ask for you, I'm just going to go for some of the comments. Big up, static. Arsenal finish. We're in the mud FC. Yep. Arteta in. No, that bike green being Man United fans obviously going to say that. Yeah, Arteta. Good luck with that, bro. I've been in the same position when Ollie Hunt's in the country. Cheers, ching ching. All right, taught some sense, King. I think he's meaning you, so he's probably expecting you to be Arteta in.
Yeah, but I've told you for a few months now that I already think that Arteta have signed the contract. I don't think it's something that was done today. I just think they announced it today, and I think that
So we'll
if you
wait
look
to
at
see if we finish 5th. We'll wait to see if we could finish minimum 6th. So we
no,
finish in Europe.
I think for them it was all about this season was all about finishing in Europe. I think we had it from the beginning of the season that there was no target put out by the club. I don't think they didn't know where we were because we had such a young squad. We had a young manager. Man United looked very strong on paper. Leicester looked strong on paper. West Ham looked strong. So I think for them, there was like Tottenham also, we didn't know how good or where Arsenal would finish, especially after finishing 8th the season before. But if you look at the whole season this season, and you look at what's been done by Mikel, let me be the, what do they call it? The advocate first. So let's look at the positive. The positive are that Arsenal have a very young and talented squad. The fans are behind the squad, especially the match-going fans are behind the team. I've been to a few games, and the atmosphere is so different from previous year. There's a clear what the club wants to do. Whether you think that's the right structure to get to success or not, they have a clear structure of what they want to do. They want to bring in young and hungry players who can adapt to a certain philosophy. And they are right now, according to their goals that the club had, they are overachieving. So the club of Europe, the manager has already secured Europe. And it's big this summer. And going to sack the manager that's not going to renew. The player wants to know who's going to be managing Arsenal if I'm signing for them. So it's probably going to be either we have to sack him and get a new manager that was going to stay there for a long time so we can sign the players we want to sign, or we stick with this manager. He continues the project. And I think what people need to understand as well is that sacking a manager is very easy. It's sacking a player that is hard. Just because Arteta signed a new 3-year deal, that doesn't mean that he's going to complete the 3-year deal. What it shows is that the club believes in him. They believe that he's on the right way, and that's why they're giving him a new contract. And it's going to be interesting to see, because this summer we're going to have Europe. How is he going to handle Europe? What kind of player will we sign? What kind of player will we get rid of? And how will it affect the squad having to play both in the Premier League, in the Cups, and in Europe? And that is when we will see what the manager is really about. And if he can handle this challenge, can he thrive in it, or will he not thrive in it? Because the thing is this, as a fan, we always have strong opinions. I never, ever thought that Arteta was going to take us to 4th this season. And the fact that he's almost doing it just shows that we don't always know what's best or what's right or what's going to happen. But also, we don't know if he's going to get 4th. So if he doesn't get 4th, what will be the reaction from the players and from the manager and from the club? So they have committed to him. That tells me that now this was your choice. Now back the manager, and if he makes it, fine. But if he doesn't make it as well, when will you be brave enough to make a decision? And that's what's going to be interesting for me.
The thing is to me, with the point of that is that a lot of it is coming down to they let the club back him. These are the same people that have also very evidently come out and said, if I being the owners, if I bought Arsenal to win trophies, I never bought them. Right, so that we already know about this. They believe that Arteta can do whatever to get us back to the top. Well, to do that, they need the Conkeys to back them. But at the same time, these fans that back Arteta don't want the Conkeys out because they don't believe in them. So you're believing in a project that are backed by an owners that you don't believe in.
But right? I think that's changed a lot, Stephen. If you look in social media, a lot of fans since KAC took over 100% ownership, they are not too displeased with the owners. It's more people like you, like me, etc., who's still critical to KAC. But a lot of the fans, to be fair, since they took over 100%, they've obviously started spending a lot more money than before, and a lot of fans are happy with that.
But the thing is with me is that like I see them doing exactly what they did before when it got into say if it got into Champions League, they did whatever is necessary just to finish there.
Yeah, but
Right?
that's what I'm saying.
That's
This
what I
summer,
think.
it will be evident. One thing,
Like I said, this is
be
not.
different. It
I
could
don't
not
think
be
it will.
different.
I don't think it will. I think it'll be
Yeah,
the
we'll
same
see.
thing.
But I never thought we would spend 150 last summer as well, because we never done that before either.
But then the club had to because we've been knocked out of Europe.
But we've been out
There was
Europe before and we didn't spend that money. We didn't spend it when we had a more senior manager in Wenger. We didn't spend that when we
no. I
had a
mean,
more
I'm
senior
talking about out of
manager
Europe when we're out of
in
Europe
Emery.
completely. When I mean
Okay,
out
yeah.
of Europe completely.
Yeah,
Like
but we will
there was
see.
when
Obviously,
we're
that's what I'm
because
saying. That
there was
this
two
summer we will
factors. There was
see.
two factors to that. We had just had the Europa League scandal, the Super League scandal, right? And then we also had the fact that we were knocked out of Europe afterwards, right? So it was more like they had that demand to they had to the demand was there to be able um the demand was there to change, right? And the owners they have not changed course. They're the
But
same owners. They're the same owners. Trust me, they
do
are
you
the
know
same
what I?
owners that don't care. They don't care about winning titles. They care about making money, right? Why do you think so many fucking kits come out nearly every time we bloody lose a game, right? To get you in the shops buying the merchandise, right? Why do you think like the ticket prices have gone up another 4%, right? They're gonna go up another 4%, right? When you get in Champions League football, right? You pay £8.5 for a fucking burger, right? You pay £4 for a fucking pint, right? And that's all gone up since our fans have come back, right? I'm telling you, they don't care. The only thing they care about is getting you in that shop and spending as much as you can, right? That's why the new shirt. That's why the new shirt is going to be released on the last day. On the last day, right, of the season to get you in the shops and buy the shirt, right?
Yeah, but Steven, I think the difference now from before is that it seems to be Josh is in more control of Arsenal than before when Stan was in control. Because when Stan was the head, we never heard anything from Stan. There was no meeting, there was no gatherings, there was no statement, there was nothing because he really didn't care at all. I think now that Josh seems to be the one who's running Arsenal, there is more coming from them. I'm not sure where that will take us, but I think this summer will tell a lot if they are serious, if they want to go to that next step, or if they just want to be in and around Europe. And I think I mean, as critical as I've been to the owners over all these years,
Oh, come on, mate. Seriously, come on. Like they don't need to raise prices. They make enough fucking money.
but they're
Like
businessmen.
just
But I
because the
think
whole world
that's the problem
that
we need to understand as well,
their
Stephen. They're
profit
businessmen,
margin's so great. They don't need to fucking raise the prices.
but
Right?
they've been
Don't
making
give me that
losses.
crap. Right? Give me one outline thing that's made us actually better. Right? That one actually outline thing that the owners have specifically done that's benefited Arsenal in any way.
I think, as I said, going to games, I think
They've
we
had to
are.
spend this much that they have now
I think
because they've
going
let us
to
fallen.
games, going to games,
They've
Stephen. I
the
think that's
reason we've
improved.
fallen this but the reason is the reason we've spent so much over the last few years is because he's let this fucking club sink to the fucking bottom,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you
Listen,
think
there's no.
and this guy thinks it's fucking acceptable.
No, but listen. This is the thing, Stephen.
I don't care if
We
he
need.
changes. I want him out. I don't care if he changes now. I don't care.
I think what we need to understand, Stephen, is that in every scenario in life, people will have different opinions, and as you have right to have your opinion, I have right to have mine. Static have right to have his, and Pinwin has right to have his.
Clear to me
Like,
they are.
is
Mm,
we? I think we need to understand that we all support Arsenal, but we support Arsenal in different ways. We have different views on what we want from Arsenal, and I think that don't take it personal towards fans. The issue has always been the ownership. And I've said
mm,
it before. They were the one who bought Arsenal and owned Arsenal for years and they didn't invest. They didn't make the best out of prime Arsene Wenger, and they let us down for so many years. But the fact is,
Mate,
these
stop
guys,
comparing it to the real world, for fuck's sake. The real
these
world of
guys,
football are two fucking dimensions, right? You've got players earning 100 grand a fucking week, right? We don't even earn that in a fucking year. So stop comparing it to the fucking real world, right? Right? To the real world, yeah, everything goes up in price and it's put people under pressure, right? So the one thing they could do is not put fucking prices on the ticket up. But no, let's put the prices on ticket up, even though people can hardly fucking spend any money. Right? For fuck's sake. Right? Stop comparing it to the real fucking world, man. Right? They are not trying. If I don't want trying, I want them doing their best. I want them not trying. I want them actually succeeding. Not trying, succeeding. Right? Because I'm sorry, their trying is not good enough. If they were actually trying, they'd be like a fucking Abramovich. They'd be like Sheikh Mansour.
but
You actually give a fuck.
we know that the Kroenkes, any American owner, that's not how they do business. Like,
No.
we know that they are not that, and they've been
And
very
I don't
clear.
want that at my club.
They've been very clear that they are not going to be a Roman, or they're not going to be a Saudi owner, or any other owner from the Middle East who's ready to spend all the money. But fact is, these guys, they are businessmen, Stephen, and they want to make money.
I'll tell you what. All right then. How is it not the real world? I'll ask you this then. You find me someone that earns 100 grand a fucking week and is complaining about all these fucking prices going up in the world.
But you do that on your channel, Stephen. So pay me my money, man. I heard you've been balling in League Gunners chat and stuff.
Yeah, man.
But you don't want to pay me.
But like, find me someone who earns over 100 grand a week and is moaning
Yeah,
that,
but-
oh, my petrol price is at 167.
But honestly, Stephen, I think
Like,
we have to
but compared
at
to
some
what-
point.
I'm
we
sorry,
have
just
to
hang on.
understand.
Just what I'm saying is, compared to what my mum has to go through, trying to keep the bills in, right? We've been struggling to get oil for the last 4 or 5 fucking months, right? Because it's gone up so much in price, right? You're comparing that to where we're barely making ends meet to someone who earns 100 fucking grand a week, right? And someone who earns a fucking billion quid and owns a fucking football club. And you're telling me he can't take 4% off his fucking price of a ticket? Get out of here. Come on. Like, that's why I'm saying it's not the real world. It's two different dimensions. Right? They don't live in the real world. The real world is people that are struggling to make ends meet. And yet they're getting told they've got to pay more on their season tickets or their match tickets. Right?
Yeah.
I'd love to go to a Champions League game next week. It's going to next season. It's probably going to cost me over a fucking £100.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
Steven, let's be real. We don't have owners like Roman.
It's
and
not
Sheikh
personal. I'm
Mansour.
just giving you my example of what we're going through compared to what these players and these owners and what football goes on to. The football and money is completely.
But
It's
Steven,
like F1 for fuck's sake.
These guys are businessmen. Every business in the world have raised their prices, basically, even though they already have billions.
We're going on about the owners here. We're trying to talk about the manager for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but the thing is, it always go back to the owners, Steven. As I said it, like Arteta didn't employ himself, and he didn't give himself a new contract. The owners employed him, and the owners kept faith in him, and the owners decided to never sack him, not after Villarreal, not after November last year, not after losing 3 games in a row this season. That was always the owners. The manager was never going to walk. It's his first job. He was never going to walk. If he walked, it would kill his career. He would never walk. So it was always in the owner's position, because it was never controversial to sack Mikel Arteta, because he wasn't a Jose Mourinho, he wasn't an Antonio Conte, he wasn't, a Pep Guardiola or Klopp. But they decided to stick with him, and with him, he's grown as a manager. He's a better manager today than he was when he just took over. Will he be able to win us a league title? I don't think so.
I love
But
Atomic Puppet. He
but
just
did
loves winding
did
us up.
Arsenal employ Arteta to win them a league title? That's what you have to ask yourself. Did they
No,
employ Arteta to win a league title? They
nope.
didn't. So they're not gonna expect him to win a
There
league
you
title.
go. So if they don't employ him, so
But
that
Arsenal are not a club. But that's why I said if anyone is gonna be critical of Mikel's new contract, you have to be critical to the owner.
oh yeah,
Because Mikel came in as a man who's never managed before. Let's not forget that. And he's playing against elite managers and good club. He was never gonna come in and just run Premier League. That was never gonna happen. It probably, if you ask me before he was getting employed, that in 2.5 years he will get us a FA Cup and he will get us back to Champions League, I would say I don't think so.
yeah. Conky chose Arteta.
So I think that in some perspective, yes, we may not think that he's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we may not even like him, but he's brought something to the club,
Yeah.
and he's brought something that a next manager can actually work with without ripping up the club. Because
Well,
we
that's why I
have,
wanted to. I mean, that's why I wanted Ten Hag, for example. He would have slotted straight in with what we've got.
yeah, but I don't
Young
know.
team. But
Honestly,
look,
Stephen,
look what he had at Ajax, and look what we've got now. What he had at Ajax and then look at the team we've got now. It's very similar in terms of how young it was.
yeah, but
And
Stephen,
how
one
hungry
thing
it
I
is.
would say with Ten Hag is that if it was Conte, I wanted Conte. Honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I wanted Conte, but with Ten Hag, I don't know how good he is because managing Ajax, it's like managing Bayern Munich. You're gonna win the league almost every year, and you get the best players, and you have the best academy, and you have the best young players. Yes, he plays good football, but can he deliver in the Premier League? I don't know. We don't know, and I didn't want to go from one risky manager to another risky manager. For me, it was always like, if we're gonna move on from Arteta, let it be a Mancini, let it be Antonio Conte, let it be someone who's a proven winner, who's won the
Just
Premier League.
just carry on for about literally for a minute. I'm just gonna get another drink, and I'll be
Yeah,
2 seconds. You can also read the chat as well. Just answer what's in the chat or anything.
that's
Keep
fine.
going.
So I'll go through the comments, guys. So from Atomic Puppet says they employed him because they too trust the process. Static is saying Arsenal FC is reduced to a rusty old bucket. That's funny. The process worked because you are in Champions League. 5 likes, hit the like button. Yeah, let's get the like button up. Arteta wouldn't win a league title for Ajax if he was in charge, but I think that's very naive to say that. Almost every manager who goes there wins a league title. I mean, Frank de Boer managed Ajax and won a league title, and he couldn't even get a draw in the Premier League. He lost all his games. So let's not behave like Arteta can't manage at all. If he's that bad, how is he taking this Arsenal side to fourth when we are so poor and people don't even rate our players? Like, let's find arguments that are valid. I mean, as I've always said, one doesn't
Yeah.
have to like Arteta. I'm not even Arteta. I'm not even a big fan of Arteta. But at the moment where we are as a club, he deserves to be where he is. He's hitting his goals that the club have set for him. Now it's up to the club to spend money this summer and back the squad and build a squad that's strong enough to compete in Premier League and Champions League. But will they do
Cheers
that?
to getting spanked in the Champions League.
But again, you never know. It's football. Like, nobody thought that Villarreal would go to semi-final.
Mm.
Like, you
Oh
never know. We've seen that with
yeah,
Leipzig. We've seen it with Leon. Yeah, he would
yeah.
win. No, he would win the title with Ajax. That's BS.
Um,
I don't think you have to be a good manager to win it. I mean, Frank de Boer managed
let's just say
Ajax.
he'd. Let's. Can I just make a point? Let's just say he would make it interesting. He'd win it, but like not like completely easy. Um, we haven't even. Yeah, that's the thing. We haven't even qualified for top four yet. for the Champions League, and two, yeah. Speaking of managers in the Champions League, like Unai Emery, like off the back of he's managed to get to a Champions League semi-final off the back of spanking us in a semi-final in Europa League, because he went on to win Europa League, get into the Champions League, beat and get through against Atalanta, Man United, and young boys in a group, then beat Juve, then beat Bayern, right? And people want to say that Arteta is better than fucking Emery. Don't ever say Emery is is not as good as Arteta. Don't tell me Arteta is better than Emery. Don't ever say it, right? Arteta would never get past Juve and Bayern to get to a Champions League semi-final. Never. No way. Not in your life.
I think
Right?
Unai Emery,
What Emery's managed to do there is incredible. Right? And
to
he
be
nearly
honest,
put Liverpool out.
I think Unai Emery is probably one of the best cup managers in the world. I really do. I don't think he's one of the best league managers, but when it comes to cup competition, especially in Europe, he's just elite. I think he's probably even a better cup manager than Pep Guardiola is. I think if he had that Man City team, he would win the Champions League.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's the best league manager. And I don't think sometimes some managers. Nah, he wouldn't. I don't think so. I think Ajax as a structure and as a club is well run. I don't think he would get them below fourth. He's not even getting Arsenal below fourth.
Anyway,
now.
I want to plus like we look at Arteta. He's not even got right. So he hasn't got fourth yet. So that shows that they're more worried about Europa League. Right, yeah. Great. Let's worry about the competition that's lower. Right, let's not worry about the actual real competition. Because they probably know if we get to Champions League, we'll get spanked. Then look at our league record: 11 defeats. That's 2 less than last season. Right. There's been a couple more wins. There are 4 less draws this season, right?
Yeah,
and then
good.
there's more goals conceded, but people say he's fixed the defense, so that's bullshit.
How many points did we finish on last year?
We finished. Let me have a look. Premier League table. Compare it to last season. We finished on 61.
So we already have more points than last season.
63. We had two
and with
more
4 games left.
Yeah.
So if we finish,
but if you look at the Premier League form, it's been like if you're looking at Premier League form, out of the amount of money we've spent, 250 mil. For me, that is not the real progression that I would expect 250 million to be. I'd expect 250 million to be a lot more than that.
Okay, so let's say if we can finish maximum on 75 points, I think that's if we win all 4 games that is left.
What if anything would take to change your mind on Arteta? The only thing that changed my mind, mate, is if Arteta got us into a title race. And I'm not talking about these stupid little title races that fucking Wenger did that last till February, where you all get knocked out in the Champions League and FA Cup and the league all in 1 week. I'm talking about a proper title race that lasts till about late April, May, like till the last 5, 6 games in league. That's a title race, right? Then I would say he's competing.
Yeah, but
that's
Steven,
my level. That's my standard.
But Steven, as I've always said, that's not just the manager. The club has to buy good enough players, and 250 million is nothing in this modern era. We could have, you know what we could have done? We could have bought Jack Grealish for 100 million.
Mate, look at Man City. They've bought £2 billion worth of players, and they still can't win the Champions League.
Yeah, but that's why I said like 250 million is not enough to compete with Liverpool and Man City. It just isn't. Klopp and Guardiola are so good that we probably need to spend another 500 million to be able to compete with them. The difference in quality
hold the phone.
in squad
Don't
is
compare
so
Tuchel
big.
to Arteta. Tuchel's a European champion. He's won the Champions League. What you on about? Something Arteta will never do.
Listen, another great cup manager.
He's also won the World Cup. He's also won the World Cup as well. So they're world champions, right? He also did that this season.
Another great cup manager, but being an elite league manager, someone who's gonna do better than Klopp and Guardiola, that takes a lot. Honestly, you need to have winners in the squad. You need to have world class players. You need to have elite recruitment. You need to have elite technical directors. This is not the days when you could buy a few good players and you could compete with Arsenal or you could compete with Man United like Chelsea did. These are times when teams win leagues with 90 plus. And you don't go from 60 points to increase 30 points over 1 or 2 seasons. It just doesn't happen. It took Liverpool years with one of the best managers in the history to be able to compete with Man City.
18, 19, 17, 18. Well, actually, no, to be honest, the Liverpool was 75 in 17, 18. The next season, they were at 97.
What do you mean?
Liverpool in 2017-18, they finished round about the same points that probably we're about to finish, which to guarantee us top 4, which is round about 70
points. They finished 75 and won the Champions League.
Yeah, won the Champions League. And then what did they do?
Yeah, so if they didn't play in the Champions League,
and then
they would have had more than 75 points, Steven.
Yeah, but then the next season, they had 97.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They were in the Champions League and won the Champions League and finished on 75 points. If they were like us and they didn't play in Champions League at all, they would get more than 75 points.
Yeah, but it shows you how good they're. It shows how much the Klopp improved them over a space of 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, but then look when Klopp came in. That's still after
they were 8th. They were 9th or 10th.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But how long
did it take? But in the space of 2 years, don't forget Arteta. In the space of 2 years, finished 8th twice. In the space of 2 years, he's got them from literally 8th or 9th to 4th and then 2nd.
Yeah, but that's an elite manager, Steven. He's won.
There you go. That's why I want an elite manager.
Bundesliga twice against
I get that.
Munich.
Yeah, I get that, but that's what I know that. But that's why I want a league manager. That's why I want a league manager.
Yeah, but this club is not employing an elite manager, and that's why I said it's on the club. It's not on Arteta. We had the chance to get Klopp, but we didn't. We had the chance to get Guardiola. We didn't. We've had the chance to get Mourinho. We didn't. We had the chance to get Conte. We didn't. Again, it's the club. Mm-hmm. They don't want those kind of managers.
But yet these fans want to back this thing.
But Jesus then again, Christ. Arsenal, I can't remember. Arsenal's never employed the best managers.
Yeah, people want to back this. Jesus.
Like what's gonna happen now? This summer is so crucial. We need a proper window this summer because we need to bring in better players because we're gonna play in Europe and in the Premier League. And let's see what's happened. Let's not all just become suicidal because Mikel Arteta signed a new deal. Because 2 things gonna happen.
Well, let me just check you. I had to check my blood pressure this morning.
He's either going to fail hard and they're gonna sack him, or he's gonna progress and they're gonna keep him.
1 sec.
Because at the end of the day, the owners want to make money. And for Arsenal to be able to make money, we need to improve.
No.
And if we don't keep on improving, eventually they're going to get rid of him. And I said it before, sacking a manager, sorry guys, it's much easier than to sack a player. A 3-year deal means nothing if he doesn't perform. But if he does perform...
No, couldn't find it. Anyway, let me try something else. Just need to do something.
I think when people speak about Steven, you're such a wind up.
I can't count.
Big baby Steven has fever. Do you want me to cuddle you? Are you depressed because Arteta is staying? Oh, poor Steven. Can everybody give Steven a big hug and a like on this?
Give me a
on the
donation. Yeah, I'm fucked. Yeah, 35. I got a fever. Fuck it. I'm dead.
You're too cold.
Oh no.
That's why you don't rate Arteta. He's cold-hearted.
Drinking ice.
What you drinking? Is it Coke?
About 10 ton of ice. I won't could want Emery exactly or some type. People want him now.
Nitish, you should join the stream.
Now randomly rate him higher than Arteta. Mate, the football wasn't good like towards the end, so he had to go because I realised when managers need to go because they're not good enough. Right? It was as bad as what Ollie was producing against Watford, right? But he was still better than Arteta. Simple. It's not simple as that, right? I would never see Arteta being able to take Arsenal past Bayern and Juve with a team like Villarreal. Like if we had Villarreal's squad, I would never see it. Oh, here we go.
This is gonna be interesting.
You can send me your PayPal. I'll donate you a box of tissues. The amount that you need.
Mate, you're gonna have the box of tissues next season when you get absolutely spanked. Wait, let's see if Arteta can make a Champions League semi-final past Bayern Munich and past Juve next season. Let's see if he can do
Steven,
it.
Okay, so Steven, so weren't you Emery out?
No money spent. No money spent because we apparently got a better squad than Villarreal apparently. So no money spent, right? We use the squad we got now, and he gets us into a Champions League semi-final.
Agreed. So weren't you Emery out?
Yeah, I was Emery out because the football wasn't good enough. But I can realise when the football's not good enough, we need a manager. But I was never taken Arteta.
So, but do you rate Emery higher than Arteta?
Yes.
Okay, so but Emery only does it in the cups, right?
Yeah, so does Arteta. He only did an FA Cup. Oh yeah. Oh, don't forget the Community Shield that you lot keep going on. The dinner plate.
So why did you want Emery sacked when you knew that he could probably win us the Europa League?
Because the football wasn't good enough. The league form was terrible. Same as Arteta's league.
So how does it matter? Villarreal don't play the best football. They
because I want to win the league.
They beat Bayern. They beat Juve. You wanted that, right? That is what we all wanted under Wenger.
And you hang on. You want to sit here and not win the league, do you?
So
I want to win the league. I fuck the cups. I want to win the league.
I think every Arsenal fan wants to win the league. I just think people have different opinions how we get there.
That's it.
Yeah, but the thing is, right now you rate Unai Emery higher than Arteta, even though I think Arteta is doing better than him in the league. We have a very good, you can say, balanced team at the moment, even though we don't have squad depth. But we have a good first 11.
Our defense is now worse than last season.
No, it's not, because we have conceded the same. No, we have conceded more goals in single games. We have not conceded more goals across more.
God, it says it in black and white. It says it on black and white on the table. Goals conceded, right? Goals conceded more than 39. That means we've got a worse defense than last season. And compare that, you lot have been banging on about goal difference doesn't really make a difference.
Did you see the section which reads clean sheets?
So does goal difference really make a difference?
No, did you read the section which says clean sheets?
No. I didn't need to because I didn't need to.
Exactly.
But we shouldn't be conceding that amount of goals.
No,
listen,
that is the thing.
I think what we can see
that amount of goals. We ain't gonna win titles with that amount of goals conceded, mate.
I think what we can see, Steven, is that when we have had our back five, we've actually been solid in the back. But when we've had injuries, we've conceded way too many goals. And you can blame that. You can blame that on the manager. You can blame that on the owners. And you can blame that on the recruitment team.
COVID, the grass being green,
No.
was blue.
The squad that we have
excuses
just tells me that it's not good enough for injuries.
Static in the first 3 games, and we conceded 11.
I think that when we've had our best 11, we've been solid in the defense. But when we had injuries, we'd leak goals. And that's why we need to keep improving the squad as well.
Not just injuries.
But at the end of the day,
you can send Ben White back to where he came from.
I think he's better than Gabriel.
No, the thing is, Static and Steven, we conceded 11 in the first 3. At that time, Ben White had just played his first game, I think it was, and he was next to Pablo Mari. So he missed the game after that. The second one
was COVID. We didn't have a goal difference. We didn't have a plus goal difference till December. Last time we did that was back in 1913 when we got
because
fucking
we
relegated.
Conceded 11 goals in the first 3 games.
That's
and we
not
lost all 3 of them.
You shouldn't be doing it. You're not going to win the league conceding 40 goals. End of.
Exactly. But since the defense has actually taken over, they have been doing the thing that they were supposed to do. This is the defense that he bought.
Yeah, until we decided to concede 3 against Palace, 4 against another 2 against Brighton, another 1 against Southampton, right? 2 against Everton, right? And it's always one extra goal that we're winning by, right? So apparently, let me ask you a question: does goal difference make a difference? Is it really important?
Not if you have higher points. Not if you have higher points.
Do you remember what happened in '89?
But if you have higher points, go ahead. Sorry.
Do you remember what happened in '89? Simple question.
Sorry, I'm saying static. I'm my bad.
What happened in '89?
Sait, go ahead. Sorry.
Steven, I was born in '89 by a Liverpool fan, so I know very much what happened. We won the league by goal difference because we scored 2 goals.
Thank you very much. So
yes,
it makes a lot
goal
of difference
is important.
So we're having to make sure we stay ahead of Tottenham by a point at the minute because we can't score enough goals.
But we are ahead of them. And we should be ahead of them.
So if we end up level on points with them by the end of these 4 games, trust me.
Yeah, then
I'm going to go on about it so much.
But if we finish higher than them and get more points, then that's better, surely.
Didn't Oli get a new contract? Yeah, that's exactly it. Watch this. Because he can't rotate, because he can't squad manage, on our team by literally about the 3rd game in the Champions League will be absolutely fucked. Because he can't play 3 games in a week. Because he can't rotate. He can't rotate. He doesn't ever rotate. And his substitutions are like 80th minute because I don't want to give Pepe 10 minutes and outshine me, right, and prove me wrong.
I think Arteta is a manager who, if he doesn't believe in you, he doesn't want to play you. But the players that he's bought...
So he'd rather knacker the whole squad just not to play one player.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I just think that that's the way he is.
And people moan at fans putting their agenda above the club. Their own managers doing it.
But managers are stubborn and they have their philosophy. They believe in something. If they don't believe in a player, they don't believe in that player.
Yeah,
but let's see what we can also say, which is fair. I think that the players that Arteta has bought himself, he's not falling out with any of them. So let's see this season when he needs to buy more players and he needs to have a bigger squad, how's he handle it? Because we're gonna see next season the squad is gonna be bigger.
That's if he spends. That's if
they have to spend, Steven. They are back in Europe. They will.
I bet you they won't spend.
I bet you
like,
10
we're
quid
in Europe.
They will.
That's it. Boom, 100 million.
Okay, I bet you 10 quid they will spend more than 100 million.
Easily. 100 million is nothing. They'll spend more than 150.
Steven's saying that they're not going to spend 100 million. So that's why I'm betting him that they will spend.
Steven bets on a lot of things that he
doesn't. So if they spend more than 100 million, you owe me 10 quid and a Gucci bag. And if they don't spend 100 million,
10 quid, you can fucking
I donate 10 quid to the channel.
Yeah, go on in.
Yeah. Everybody's heard it. Clip it.
Yeah,
clip him.
Yeah, fine.
Clip him.
Yeah, fine it. I'll do that. Fine. I just feel it'd be exactly the same agenda. This is also an ownership that everyone keeps back. Like they're all backing this ambition with the manager by an owner who's quite happy to admit, I didn't come here to buy trophies. I was on a bought the club, so they want the owners out. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Steven, Stan isn't the guy right now at the club. Yes, he is the headmaster, you can say, in a way.
Yes,
but Josh
he's
is
telling
handling it.
Josh, I'm not doing anything with Arsenal. I'm not getting them to win leagues. I didn't come here to do that. I came here to make money.
Yeah, but even if he wants to make money, he has to consistently be in the Champions League. So for that, he has to spend.
Oh,
If he
great!
has to
So
compete
that's
with
all. That's all.
No,
That's here we go. The
he-
top 4 trophy.
even if he has to compete with the likes of Newcastle and the other teams
Fucking-
that are coming up,
No,
like even
no.
Spurs with Conte and all these teams, if he
So
wants
you're
to
saying
compete with
Force?
them, and
So you're saying
no,
Force
but
only?
I am
You're
saying he
Force
has
good
to
enough?
spend. I am saying he has to spend. This is the
Doesn't
argument
matter.
about
But
spending.
is that you're saying Force good enough then? Even if
No,
he
I
does
am
spend.
saying he needs to spend. That is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but you're saying
Even if he wants
like
to be in the
Force their
fourth
objective.
place,
You
even
just
if he
admitted
wants
Force.
to be.
I get that, but you just said Force their objective. So you are now saying that Force
No,
are
I
on
am
target.
saying even if they want to be in the top 4, they need to spend. I am not saying what their objective is right now. I am saying even if to finish in the top 4 regularly, you need to spend more money on this Arsenal squad than what it has right now.
That's all granted, but like they've already come out and said that Force their target.
That could be for this season. They didn't openly say what the target was for this season.
Yeah, we all know why.
Why is that?
No liability.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, see, they own the club. At least they have spent the highest amount that any other club this summer. So even if they're not spending the most highest amount in the upcoming summer, and they spend more than 100 million, around 150 million, I think that should be good enough for us. Because we
No,
have to.
we need
I
more
think
than that,
probably
mate.
Pepe will also be leaving,
No,
so we should get some money out of that deal as well.
no, we need more than that. We need, first of all, I think Pepe should stay. But there you go. We need a new centre back. We need a new right back. New left back. CDM needs replacing. But 2 CDMs need replacing. 2 strikers. I think we normally need 100 mil, mate. We need a lot more than that. And we're not talking about next like second class crap. I'm talking about if we're in the Champions League, I'm talking top quality. Right? So you're looking over 50 minutes to spend on each player.
So have you
Right.
accepted that we need a new centre back because William Saliba is going?
No, I've accepted we need a new centre back because Ben White's shit.
That is
Simple as that.
That is something I'm not going to debate with
I
you.
could end
because-
up in defence better than him.
Yeah,
And I've got a
in your
twisted
dreams.
ankle.
In your dreams.
I doubt.
Yeah. I've very much proved it, mate. It's about as useful as a stick of rock.
Then why
There are-
aren't
there-
we lost in the league if it's that bad?
There are some people, Steven, who who rate him higher than Gabriel, but I prefer
Okay,
Gabriel.
so
But
the-
he is good. He's not that bad as much you make him out.
So
to
most of the goals we've conceded, it's got usually him making mistakes.
No, it's usually Gabriel. I think Gabriel's done more individual mistake this season than Ben White. To be
At the
fair,
start of the
and
season,
very
it was
sloppy
more.
passing
Hang
as
on,
well.
I'll give you this one. It was more Ben White at the start of the season. Then it sort of shifted to Gabriel. Then it's gone back to Ben White again.
Now, even at West Ham, I think it was Gabriel again on his flank.
I think you were. What?
Yeah,
it was him. It was
He
him.
didn't mark Bowen.
But Chelsea game. What about that one?
Yeah, but the West Ham is the latest one.
Chelsea, Palace. That was all. That was all Ben White. I don't even go there. Brighton.
But Brighton was
that was
Gabriel.
pretty much. Yeah, but get both.
Both have in
Ball
Palace
watching.
as well.
This is
But
the great
anyway,
thing. Our defense is so great, we end up ball watching.
My
We
point
do it
is,
every fucking time.
So we
Jesus,
did have
if there
our
was an
problems.
award for goal, if there was an award for ball watching, they'd win it, hands down.
See, in those 3 games, we did have a problem because Thomas Partey was not anymore playing anymore after the Palace game. So we did change a few things around. El Neni came in and he
He should
looked
have put
good
Smith
with
Rowe in the
Saka.
midfield instead of moving El Neni and making it dead slow.
He wanted someone who could defend. Granit Xhaka
Nope.
doesn't defend.
listen,
El Neni
Put El
defends.
Neni in there.
Arteta's done mistakes. Let's not
Put no Neni in there.
even say that he hasn't. I was furious when I saw Granit Xhaka at left back because we've seen that before and he did it again. That was wrong. Arteta's done mistakes, and he's gonna continue to do mistakes. But he's also grown as a manager, and we are a better team this season than we were last season. And we've won more points this season already with more games left to play.
Hold on a minute.
Sait, I can Sait, I can bet you 10 quid. Granit Xhaka's overall ratings as a left back was higher than his ratings as a midfielder. You can check it out from SofaScore, any ranked website.
Rating as a left back was better. You're getting it from SofaScore.
Nitish, do you think that Granit Xhaka is a better left back than he's a midfielder?
Not in this role. This role currently he's not. He's a better midfielder. But last season he was playing at the base of the midfield, which was
but that's a small sample size. For me, you can't compare a player who's played his whole life in a position and take the average score against a position he's just played in a few games. That doesn't tell you a lot. It doesn't tell you the whole story. But what it tells you is that when you lose Thomas Partey, if you also take out Granit Xhaka from that midfield, is you weaken the midfield with your two best midfielders. And that was the wrong decision. And he's shown that it was the wrong decision because he's not done it after that. There's a reason why Granit is now playing in midfield and not at left back.
I don't know why he started playing.
He actually got injured during the Villarreal game. Otherwise, he was going to play left back in that game as well because Tierney was injured.
Oh, don't start with that crap again.
Anyways, continue, Steven.
Just not even go for that game again, please. Absolutely nightmares. I'm not waiting another fucking 3 windows. You can get lost. I've waited 17 years, nearly 18 now. Right? I've waited also. You also said it was going to take 4 windows from when he first got the job. Well, we're through 2 windows. 3 windows actually already. 3. We're already through 3, so he's got 1 more window. And also, you've also said you win the Champions League in 3 years, so he's got to win the Champions League next year.
No, Indian
Listen, I think some of the stuff that he said is just naive. And I think he's realized, I think the club thought that they could cheat. And that's why they were starting to buy players like Willian and David Luiz and Pepe. And they've realized that it's not that easy. You can't cheat to win the Premier League. You need a proper structure. You need a proper philosophy. And that's why I think they've gone back. But let's see, again, this summer is going to say a lot about the manager, about the owners, about Edu. Will he be able to sell players? Will he be able to buy the right players? Will the coach be able to manage them? He's going to be here. So let's see. He's not going anywhere. I've said it to people for a very long time. This is the club's manager. They want him. So let's see.
Oh, look at this. Here we go. So I did a poll for this stream. So if you haven't smashed that like button, by the way, please do. Yeah. Right, it's been a great debate so far. Does Mikel Arteta deserve his new 3-year deal? 32% say yes and 68% say no.
We know how the fans on your channel think, Steven.
mate, half of them are fucking rivals, mate. So there you go. Most of the fan base in most of my fan base don't want to listen to me.
And the other thing is, he already had a contract till the end of next year. He's here till 2025, so it's just a 2-year extension.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And tell me one thing, Steven. Why do Arteta out fans even care about his contract extension? You want him sacked, so sacking can happen at any time. Why does it matter whether he gets a contract?
Oh, trust me, it'll be happening. Trust me, it'll be a version of Ollie 2. It'll be of Ollie 2.0 next season.
But that's why I don't understand the reaction, because at the end of the day, if they need to sack him, they can sack him very easily. Managers are easy to sack.
We could get rid of him now and actually make use of this window properly.
But they're not going to get rid of him when he's on part of taking them back to the Champions League, when they've not been in Champions League for 5 years. They're not going to sack him.
And what do you mean use this window properly? The signings that we have gotten under Arteta and Edu have been really precise and good.
Bullshit. Ben White and Lukonga and Tavares. Yeah, right. Right. Those guys really proved their worth in the team so far. Odegaard and Ramsdale are probably two exceptions.
Tommy Asu, what are you?
Tommy Asu's been good.
Tommy Asu's been half decent, and then now he's injured.
Yeah, but he's been good.
So and the other thing is,
and he's extended Martinelli, Smith Rowe, and Saka's contract.
And Lokonga has been good in parts, but he needs consistent time. But he'll get it next season.
Yeah, for me, Tavares for me is the only player that's really not good enough for Arsenal, and I don't think he's going to make it.
Lokonga's not good enough.
Lokonga, he's still young. I don't know. We'll see.
Steven,
he's not ready.
Thierry Henry recommended Lokonga to Arsenal.
No, we've both. Hang on a minute. We've both. Hang on. Yes, we've bought basically backups that are not even ready. How can you have a backup that's not even ready to be able to handle the Premier League?
But it happens. Listen, no club gets all the players right. That doesn't happen.
So that's all of it's been fucking brilliant. It hasn't.
No, and I didn't.
Not all of it.
But I think many of them have been good, and I think let's see this summer.
I said 3 of them have been good. 3 have been not good at all.
Yeah, but the good thing is that they're young and you can actually sell them.
I said he didn't deserve it. He gets you out of Europe for the first time in 26 years. Facts. All because you're now in top 4, everything is then all good all of a sudden. That's exactly like top 4 is now like the be all and end all. You know what I mean? Right?
But I think what people misunderstand is that they had to either sack him now or extend his contract, because no player is gonna sign for Arsenal if they don't know who's gonna manage them. Especially no top players. If we say that we want top players to come to the club, then the manager needs to stay there. And if they don't know if the manager is staying there, they're not joining us.
Pep can't play as much as he wants, so even the best need time to get their players vetted to the squad. Like that's for Grealish was always going to take time anyway, because he's going moving from Aston Villa, where he's stand out, to like one of the best club in England right now. So of course it's going to take time.
Steven, can I address that comment by Danny once?
Go on.
Yeah, go on.
So the first thing is about not having European football. The season when Emery in his second season struggled and Arteta came in, if not for that FA Cup win, we were out of Europe anyways. We were not going to be in Europe. So the thing is, if you are saying that we are not in Europe under Arteta in his second, that is the first full season, you also need to understand that if it happened in the previous season, if suppose say Chelsea beat us in the final, we were not going to be in European football that season. Then which manager would you blame? Would you blame Emery? Would you blame Arteta? No. Why? How can you blame Arteta alone?
Because he's been most of the season as the manager.
It was half Emery, it was half Arteta.
No, it wasn't. Most of the season was under Arteta.
No, it was half.
No, it wasn't. Emery. Most of the season under Arteta. The majority of the season was under Arteta. No, and he also had an opportunity after lockdown. He had an opportunity to be in the top 4.
I think it's quite split on time, but also that was just Emery's players. It was his first season. It's fine. That happens. I think the season after
he had an opportunity to get top 4 at the end, which he decided to throw away as soon as we come back from lockdown. He had a perfect position and the chance to get into the top 4 or get in Europe or even be in Europe, and he threw it away.
Yeah, he failed, and that's fine to say. He did fail.
So how is that Emery's fault? If he had
if
he was in the position to get in Europe and he threw it away, so that's not Emery's fault.
Yeah, but it's Emery's fault because Emery took us back.
We were 11th.
I know, but Arteta got us in the position. Awful. Yeah, but the Arteta got us into the Arteta got you into a position to try and get in Europe and then threw it away. So he's the one that bottled it.
We were 11th.
First few months as a manager ever. It was always going to be hard.
And we were 11th when he took over. We were 11th. That also needs to be remembered.
Yeah, he took us from 11 to 8.
Wow.
It's amazing achievement, Stephen.
That's amazing achievement. Yeah, that's amazing.
But honestly, for me,
for Arsenal Football Club that used to win titles, 11th to 8th is fucking brilliant, isn't it?
For me, last season was a big disappointment. Honestly, I was so done with the club. I was done with Arteta. I was done with everything. It was just a big disappointment. But this season, it's been better. I think it's been much better even. And let's see if we get Champions League. If we get Champions League, I'm going to say he's done well this season.
There you go. It took over in November. How the hell is he? It took over in November.
No, he took over.
No,
in
December.
In December, he took
December.
over. He
When,
actually took
no,
over in December.
no, it wasn't. It was in November. November
December.
the 19th. No, November the 19th.
No.
November the 19th.
No, it was Freddie Limburg in
26th
between.
of December.
Yeah, it was Freddie Limburg in between.
26th of December, he took over. So it was December, almost in January. That's almost half the season. And that's what we're saying. The
And
season
Freddie
starts in
Limburg
August.
didn't win a single game in his fourth. So the club screwed over royally in that sense that they got in a manager without a coaching staff and lost few more games to worsen the league position. And eventually, if not for that FA Cup win, we would have been out of Europe in that season.
Yeah, and that's why I said it was a split. It wasn't just Arteta's fault. You can't say that a manager who takes over in December takes all the fault. And it was late December, 26th. It wasn't like 1st of December. It's almost half the season. But that's gone now. That's 2019. We are now in 2022.
Big up, little boy.
What's the bleeding story? I'll tell you what the fucking story is. My blood is boiling listening to the boys here. Stephen, first of all, I want to say I hope you're doing well, mate. I know you've been going through a tough time, pal, and I hope you're all right.
All right, man.
Big up to the boys there as well. Look, I respect everyone. Arteta in, Arteta out. I get people on my show. I get fucking Julian, for fuck's sake, on my show. So, you know, I have the respect there for everyone. But fuck me, lads, now. I'm sorry. I can't be buying it because I was just listening. I'm not sure your guy's name, and I don't mean to disrespect you. Any of you. Like, yeah, but like you were just saying there earlier on that, like, you know, you were Arteta out last season, but this season, like, you know, we could get top 4 and all. How many games in a row have we lost? We lost our Crystal Palace, Brighton, Southampton. 3 winnable games, and he fucked them up. I was at the Brighton game. The tactics were useless. It's his team, and as I keep on saying, there's no leaders in it. Like, you know, there's captains. We're all friends. We're all leaders. You earn your bollocks. There's only supposed to be one leader in a team. The Invincibles. Paddy Vieira was the leader. Simple as. Okay? And it's his team. Him and Edu should have had these, like, you know, in place. Not this bullshit of fucking, Bellerin's a captain. Bellerin wants to go around fucking planting fucking trees in the fucking garden. Like, you know what I mean? Ask me balls. You know? And if that fucker comes back to the bleeding club, okay, and he said he's going to get playing time or anything like that, I'll physically fucking rally fucking pull trees up in Dublin for every fucking league game that he starts. You know what I mean? I just can't, like, every other team around us, United, Spurs, they've all been shit. Leicester, West Ham, you know, they've all been shy. You know what I mean? And that's why we're in the position we're in. Conte now has Spurs bouncing. Do you guys think that we can beat Spurs at home?
No. What do you mean at their ground?
Yeah. Sorry, their ground, yeah.
Well, no, my bias, I have to say yes because I can't say no to losing to Spurs, but realistically, probably not.
But see, that's where me and you differ, Steve. I couldn't give a shite about Spurs. They're nothing to me. I'm from Dublin. I'm not from London or England. They mean nothing to me. They're not rival. They don't come challenges for anything or anything like that, you know. So, I don't give a shit. We should be trying to beat them, but, you know, I can't see it myself. And the reason is because I'm actually doing work here, so I'm a male model stripper. So I'm in the work those. But yeah, no, look, that's all I have to say, Stephen. But look, big up to the guys.
Big up.
Big
I'm
up.
sorry for cursing on your channel and stuff like that. You know me, I get awful hot-headed.
No worries, man. No worries. Take care, yeah?
Yeah, go on. I'll see you. See you later, pal.
Yeah, bye-bye. Carl, how are you, man?
Not too bad, bro. Not too bad. Thanks for taking me in there.
No, hey, what have you got to say on this news then?
What I'm saying is I'm absolutely disgusted. This this club of ours is a shambles. Look at the timing of it, Steve. You know what I mean? Like, they're giving him the 3-year contract with 4 games to go. Why not wait till we get Champions League to get the 4 spots and then maybe reward him with us? I'll be honest with you. 3 years ago when he took over, I didn't want him in the first place.
Yeah.
And here we are, another 3 years of this clown. The club is falling apart, mate. The club is it's a joke. I'm supporting Arsenal 37 years, man. And this is the shit that we have to look at now. And I put up a thing on my Facebook today about it. And I've had 50 to 60 lads abusing me on Facebook.
Oh, you're not allowed an opinion if you are Arteta out. Yeah, of course. Yeah, this is the thing. You have that all the time now. But like, no one can just have an honest debate about it.
Why do the love? What's the love about? Why do they love him so much? I don't understand this.
But I think it works both ways, innit? You can, the ones who loves him wonders why the ones who doesn't love him don't love him, and the ones who doesn't love him wonder why the ones who love him so much. It works both ways. At the end of the day, my opinion is my opinion. Another person's opinion is that person's opinion. You don't have to agree with me, and I don't have to agree with you, but we have to be respectful to each other, because no one is right or wrong. It's just an opinion. And I think that's what people struggle with. They think that their opinion is right, and that's the law, and everybody else who doesn't agree with that is wrong or is deluded. I think the problem that people forget is that we are all Arsenal fans, and we all want Arsenal to win, and we want Arsenal to be the best team. It's just that people have different views on how Arsenal become that team. And because people have different views, some people can't handle that. My view can differ from your view. They want your view to be their view. And that's not how life works. It's the same in politics. Like, someone will be a left winger, another one will be a right winger, and the right winger will think the left winger is deluded, and the left winger will think the right winger is deluded. But it's just opinion at the end of the day. What for me, it is always been that the ownership are the ones we need to hold accountable, because they are the one who owns the club. They are the one who can make profit from the club. They are the one who can employ managers, sack managers, employ directors, sack directors. They have the main power, and they bought our club. So we are the one who needs to hold them accountable and put pressure on them and make sure that Arsenal become a winning club. And to anybody who's asking, no, I'm not Arteta in. All I'm saying is that I support Arsenal, and I want Arsenal to be the best team that they can be. Yeah. But I understand that the club was never going to sack him now, because they think that he's doing well enough.
They just signed. The reason they signed him is because we've confirmed that we've finished 6th. So at least in Europe.
I think they've signed him a long time ago. They came out an article maybe 2 or 3 months ago.
No, but that's when they announced
was gonna get, and they probably signed him then. But they were looking how are people reacting? Should we release it now or should we wait? And because of the strong reaction, they waited. But now it's buzz around the club. Fans are happy.
Hang on, you get a lot of interference actually. There's a lot of
from someone. We can see the Arsenal.
Yeah, there's a lot of interference on your mic, Carl. I think it might be a problem with the internet. Try come back in and come back out again. Yeah, there's a lot of interference on the mic.
Oh yeah. Or maybe put him on mute. Let's see.
Yeah, try come back in and come back out. There's a problem in the mic.
Yeah, we can't hear you actually.
Yeah, the internet's very poor.
But for anyone who's asking why the extension has been given now, it's because we have beaten Chelsea, United, and West Ham 3 in a row. I think that 100%. Is the reason. That is the reason it's been announced now. Simply.
But that's based on 3. That's 3 games. There's 38 games in a season.
No, it means the right mood. It's the right mood. You've beaten your 3 big rivals in the league right now.
No, it's not that. It's because we've confirmed that we're 6th.
No, I think Stephen, honestly, they were waiting for the best opportunity to announce
Say
it.
as soon as look, the game after we've confirmed that we're 6th spot, they've now released this news.
Yeah, but I think if we, let's say, if we didn't beat our rivals, they wouldn't announce it.
And one thing Del Boy was talking
Because they
about those
wanted to
games.
announce it for a very long time. They've just not find the opportunity to do it.
If anyone else wants to come on, please do. What are we at now? At 15 likes on the video. Please do hit that like button if you can. It really do means a lot to us. Do share if you can as well. Big up everyone that's watching. If Arsenal trusted their process, they wouldn't and shouldn't care what we think. Most fans didn't want Ramsdale. We were surprised by Tomiyasu, but are happy with these players. Well, half of the players we're happy with, half were not. So it's kind of been a 50-50 for me. In terms of the poll, let me have a look at the poll, see if it's changed. 30 votes still, and actually still no movement really. Still 33% say yes, 67% say no. So speaks a lot. And that's 30 people.
Steven, do a simple poll. Do you like Arteta? Yes or no? We'll know your answer. Why they're voting for that?
Well, that could be a whole load of people. That's like 30 people. So like it could be a whole load of people jumping in. So Arteta confirmed they offered, and we have had actually people that are Arteta in it. So Arteta confirmed that they offered him a new contract when they lost 3 games on the bounce. That's a good point. Well, the best opportunity is when you get top 4, not when top 4 is still up for grabs. What about if he pisses away top 4? Then you look like that's
why they announce it now, because they don't know if we will get top 4.
Yeah,
so they're not ready to risk
they
it.
don't look like mugs because they said at the beginning they're not got a target. They're not got a target, and they're not liable.
Someone asked.
This is how pathetic our club is. Every other club in the league's got a target apart from Arsenal.
Someone in the comments someone asked in the comment which world-class player would come to Arsenal to play under Arteta. Thomas Partey did. I'm not worried about those kind of things. But the thing is, at the end of the day, this squad needs more strengthening. This first team is good. If you have all your first team players, I think most of the games we end up fighting for or even winning, apart from maybe a Man City and Liverpool. But at the end of the day, yes, if you play any team on a given night, we end up
in our top team. Our top team ain't good enough to compete in Europe.
No, I said apart from Manchester City and Liverpool in the league. I'm saying in the league.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Man City and Liverpool are the benchmark to where Europe is right now.
Yes, they are. Because we aren't there yet.
So like we need to be competing on their level.
Yeah, that will take us at least 2 or 3 more years to reach that level.
We need to at least increase this. We're far off their level, so to be able to at least make ourselves at least competitive in the Europe, we need to spend a lot more on our first team than what we've got right now, which means certain players in our first team still need to go.
Yeah, and so that is why I'm saying we need more 2 or 3 years to make that happen, to try to reach that level.
And plus there are other circumstances. To say that I don't think Chelsea's squad is better than ours. I'm sorry. It's not. Our squad's not better than Chelsea's.
No, it's not. But still, we are just 3 points away from them.
Yeah, they be 3 points of us at the start of the season. So there you go, on us even. Right, Man United, they took 3 points. They took 3 points at their stadium. We took 3 points at our stadium, so it's on us even. Right, and then to be fair, their squad is
better than Man United.
That's because they've got other problems in terms of like they've got other problems with their own.
Everybody got problems. We can't look at Man United got problems. That's not. That has got nothing to do with us.
Yeah,
we don't need to defend Man United.
No, it's
shit.
Easy.
I said it.
Yeah. 2-3 more years going to take a lot longer than that. It should take a lot more than that.
But it's his opinion. It's not that he's deluded. That's what he believes in. You may not agree.
I think
you don't have to agree, but he doesn't have to be deluded because he has an opinion that's different from yours.
I think 6 transfer windows are enough for us to at least compete with those 2 teams. Yeah,
You
that
said
is 2 to 3
everyone
years.
said 4.
I said 2 to 3 years. I said 2 to 3 years just now.
Everyone's
So that
yeah,
is
and
like 6
everyone's
transfer windows,
but when Arteta took over, he said it would take
including
3
January
years.
ones.
But everyone said
I
it took
think
3 years when Arteta took over.
I think nobody knows, but this next season will says a lot. Next season we will see
he should
if
get
he's
top
ready
4
or
and
not.
minimum a trophy.
Yeah, but let's see if he does that or not. And if he
And
doesn't,
if he
then
doesn't, he's got to go.
yeah.
Steven, who told you
But
which
let's
Arteta?
finish this season
But-
first. Let's
Yeah.
secure top 4 first,
Yeah, if he
and
gets
then
top
we
4, that
look
is.
what we can do in the summer.
Steven,
Because
which Arteta
the job
in-
is not done
Sorry,
yet. We can still miss out on top 4.
Steven,
Nothing
which
is secured.
Arteta in fan told you that in 2 or 3 years we'll be competing with Liverpool and Man City?
You
I
lot,
want to know a name.
hang on, you lot,
Who-
when you said we would be winning the Champions League when Arteta took over.
Who said that?
And you've
Willian
been
came out
I
and
you
didn't
said
stayed
say
on
that.
that you stayed on that path length until the start of the season when they came out with the youth project.
Wait, what? I said that is
When
good
they
ambition.
no.
If a
When
manager
everyone
has that kind of ambition, it's a
hang
good
on
thing.
a minute. When we all got finally kicked out of Europe is when everyone started shutting up about the whole Champions League thing. Because you all said we're going to win the Champions League in 3 years.
Who said that?
No one.
I've
said
only
Said
heard-
that as soon as he took over.
I only heard Arteta say that and Willian.
Who said that? Willian said that.
And the
You're-
amount of fans I've had coming in saying the same thing.
But that's just crazy.
Steven,
I don't
there is
think-
a guy on Twitter who's Arteta in yesterday.
believes that.
There is a guy on Twitter yesterday. He posted that which Champions League final do you think Arsenal will win? There was one from Wembley and 2 other. I don't remember the locations. And he's deciding which Champions League final we'll be winning when we are not even in the Champions League. So I don't know which Arteta in fans you have been listening to or talking to.
Excuse me, I was listening to fans that were sitting there right last season when we were in Europe, right, saying we're going to win Europa League and then we're going to be challenging the Champions League next season, or we're going to be competing with a title next season. Right?
Europa League
These are
could
what
happen.
certain fans were saying.
Should have won the Europa League though.
Europa League could have happened. It could have
Yeah,
happened.
the Europa League that should have been.
But
should have
winning
been
the
won, but we
Champions
didn't. No.
League, I don't think
We
any
couldn't
fan
score.
would say
We
that.
couldn't score one goal in that in that Europa League, could we?
Yeah,
One fucking goal.
Another poor management
Mhm.
by
What
the
did he do?
manager.
He takes our top striker off.
But anyway, Steven, I have to go, man. It was a good stream.
Yeah, we're
Thank
I
you.
think we're
Your
gonna
piece.
have to wrap this up in a minute anyway. To be honest, even if you spend all the money in the world, if it still takes time to get a team playing together, all we can do is expect progress. It's a bit. I'd say it's a bit of progress for me, but there you go. For the amount of money we spent, I don't think it's a massive improvement. But yeah, I'm gonna have to because I've got other stuff to be getting on with, so I've got to wrap it up as well. So thanks for everyone that's tuning in, everyone. Do appreciate it. If everyone could please do hit the like button before you leave and hit the share button as well. We really appreciate it. Thanks to Tesh for coming on as usual. And
You're welcome. Thank you for having me on.
no worries. Thanks to Sait, Del Boy, and all the others that have been on as well. Big up to everyone in the chat as well. Danny, Chelsea fan, DWTT, Danny, Craig, Malloy, Leicester Till I Die, Kyle Walsh. Sorry, couldn't get you on because the communication was bad. Penny Ween, Fadil, that and I think that's it. And obviously Marley as well. Static was in the chat as well. Big up everyone. Yeah, and Atomic Puppets as well, and the match reviewer Mike Green as well. So big, and George. So big up everyone, and 8092 Reds podcast. So big up everyone that has been in. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Please do hit the join button below from as little as $1.99 a month. Do become a member. It does help donate to Children's Liver Disease Foundation. It is such a good cause. So please do that. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.